What's up everybody? Pear Gamer, we're back in the Golden Rupee kitchen and we've got another great recipe today. We are going to be doing something that's close to my heart, one of my favorite meals to have. We're going to be having ourselves a nice seared steak. It's a brand new recipe. I've never done this one before, so it's either going to go really good or it could turn out pretty bad. But before we get cooking, we got to jump out to Hyrule. We got to do some shopping, get some ingredients so we can get this recipe going. Let's get going.
All right, we're back in Hyrule. We're going to need to get some herbs. We're going to need to stock this deer nice and quietly, get a good shot placement, and get ourselves some excellent prime steak.
All right, that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of good time catching that steak. I think this is going to turn out to be pretty good. We got ourselves a nice USDA choice bone-in ribeye. We're going to be doing a pan-sear in a nice cast iron pan here. We've got some herbs, some garlic. We're going to do a butter glaze on it as well too. I'm going to bring you in for a little closer view as we let this steak come up to room temperature. I got a little dry brine going on it with some kosher salt. Very simple, yet it's going to have a lot of flavor. Let me show you what the steak looks like.
All right, here we are taking a look at that beautiful ribeye. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Look at that marbling. Adding just a little bit more kosher salt to this, a little bit of pepper. It's a big steak, so you don't worry about going heavy on the seasoning because that's a lot of meat that you need to get seasoned. And get it turned over on that other side. Again, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. And don't forget about that fat cap as well too on the top. You want to just smash it around on the plate, get all that extra little stuff that fell off of there. That fat cap is going to be delicious. Fat is flavor. Got our heated pan, adding a little bit of virgin olive oil. And here it goes. Oh, this is where it is. Laying that steak away from you. Pat it down. Learned right here that that pan was just a little too hot. And then look at that thing sizzling in the pan. It is getting a nice, good golden crust on the other side. We will be flipping over here in a little bit. Flip that baby over. Oh, look at that crust. Absolutely perfect. Even with too hot of a pan, it still turned out really good. That was about 60 seconds on that first side. Now that we got it flipped over, adding some thyme, some rosemary, getting that in there. That is a whole cluster of garlic that I just cut right in half, not peeled because you don't want it to burn. Throwing it right in there. Now getting nice on that fat cap as well too. Again, fat is flavor, so you want to make sure that that fat cap is nice and good and cooked so you can render that stuff down. Got the garlic in there, got the thyme, got the rosemary cooking up with the oil. Now we're going to add some butter, throw a little bit up on top of the steak so it melts in there and you can see it on the pan. Luckily I was able to cool that pan off in time and then the butter did not burn. And then we're just going to tip the pan over towards you and then just start to just drizzle that butter up over the steak and just start to just baste the steak over and over again. Take a look at that with those herbs, with the garlic, with that butter. That is absolutely gorgeous. It is going to be so good. All right, now that that steak is done, we're pulling it out. We're going to let it rest for almost about as long as it was cooking. Pulling that garlic, pulling the thyme and the rosemary, putting it on top. Again, shout out to Gordon Ramsay. If you know him, let him know that I learned this trick from him. Put all that stuff right on top of that steak as it starts to rest just to get extra flavors in there.
All right, as you can see, we just pulled the steak off of the cast iron and it smells and looks absolutely amazing. Hey Link, how are you doing over there in Hyrule? Yeah, he's still cooking as well too. Before we go any further, let's get a word from our sponsor. That's right, we don't have a sponsor because the sponsor is you guys. You guys watching this video, let me know down in the comments what you think about this. What's your favorite cut of steak and what temperature do you like to get your steak to? All right, well here comes the moment of truth. We're gonna carve this thing up. I'll cut it off the bone. I'm gonna cut the cap off. We'll get to the eye of the ribeye and let's see how this thing tastes. All right, here we go. Gonna cut it against the grain, give us some nice thick slices, and let's see how this baby turns out. All right, well this thing absolutely looks and smells amazing. Let's give ourselves a little taste and see how Link did. That is perfect. The seasoning is good. I'm getting the herbs. I'm getting the garlic. That butter glaze that we did the entire time while we were cooking it is absolutely amazing. Man, that steak is absolutely to die for. Link, hopefully yours turned out as good as ours did. I think this is going to be a full heart recovery. So amazing. I can't wait to cook again. Oh, so good. That was so good. One of the best steaks I've had in a while. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, support this, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. You know what we're trying to do here at the Golden Rupee Kitchen? Change the world one video game at a time. Hey everybody, stay safe, God bless, Noah's got your six, and I will see you on the next one.